Title: How the World's First City Was Born. Imagine waking up in a world without cities. No streets, no markets, no governments, no schools, no towering buildings. For thousands of years, humanity lived exactly like this. Then, something extraordinary happened in southern Mesopotamia. A place called Uruk became the world's first true city. It wasn't just a collection of houses. It was the beginning of civilization itself. But how did humanity build its first city? Around 6,000 years ago, most people lived in small farming villages. Families grew their own food, raised animals, and built simple mud brick homes. Life was quiet and local. But everything changed when farming became more productive. Better harvests created food surpluses. More food meant more people. Small villages slowly expanded until thousands of people were living together in one place. That place was Uruk. Located between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, Uruk stood in one of the most fertile regions on Earth. The Sumerians dug canals to bring river water to their fields. These irrigation systems allowed them to grow crops on an unprecedented scale. For the first time, not everyone needed to be a farmer. Some became builders. Others became potters, metalworkers, merchants, priests, and administrators. People began specializing in different jobs. Trade flourished. The economy grew, and Uruk expanded into something the world had never seen before. As the population continued to grow, new problems emerged. Who would manage food supplies? Who would organize workers? Who would keep track of trade? The solution changed history forever. The people of Uruk developed one of the earliest writing systems, cuneiform. At first, it wasn't created for literature or storytelling. It was invented to record grain, livestock, taxes, and trade. Simple marks pressed into wet clay became the foundation of written history. At the center of the city stood massive temples dedicated to the gods. These temples were not only places of worship. They also managed food storage, trade, construction projects, and much of the city's administration. Powerful walls surrounded Uruk. Busy markets connected merchants from distant lands. Boats arrived carrying valuable goods. Craftsmen produced tools, pottery, jewelry, and textiles. For the first time, thousands of strangers lived together under an organized system. This was no longer just a village. It was a city. Uruk became the model that countless civilizations would later follow. Its innovations spread across Mesopotamia and eventually influenced societies throughout the ancient world. Writing, government, large-scale architecture, trade, administration, urban planning. Many of the foundations of modern civilization can be traced back to this remarkable place. More than 5,000 years later, every modern city still reflects ideas that first emerged in Uruk. Because the story of cities didn't begin with skyscrapers. It began with mud bricks, canals, and the imagination of the Sumerians.